Hi everyone, it's Thea here, just here to spill some more TV, guys. And this time, it is about Melissa Gorga cheating on Joe Gorga, or like other people are talking about or saying, Melissa Gorga's cheating scandal. So I know they are talking about this right now on The Real Housewives of New Jersey, so I thought I would touch on the subject as well because it is something that I've known and heard about since last summer. So the summer of 2022, which is wild and crazy that we knew this information. Well, I knew this information for that long. I actually can't believe that I knew it since then. So I've had a altered opinion of Melissa Gorga since last summer. So I really think that Melissa Gorga may have done this. I think that she probably did cheat on Joe Gorga. Their marriage, they're always trying to portray that their marriage is like really solid and they're like really like all about each other, but they're also extremely insecure. And like Teresa explained on one of the episodes, they never are apart from each other. They don't let each other do things without the other person because they are worried about one of them cheating on the other. There's so many cracks and holes in this entire relationship. I remember one season of The Real Housewives of New Jersey when Melissa Gorga was upset with Joe Gorga, and Joe Gorga was getting so pissed as well because he was walking and she was walking ahead of him and he was kind of like flipping out, and that was when they were at the Jersey Shore. And I really feel like in particular Joe Gorga is very like chauvinistic and he's very patriarchal, and he believes that the woman's role is in the kitchen and staying at home and looking after the kids. He said that many times on the show, and he thinks that Melissa Gorga should not be working at MV. He said many times on the show as well that Melissa Gorga does not need envy because he is providing for her. Isn't that good enough that he is providing for his wife in that way? And I feel like all of this must have taken a toll on Melissa Gorga, and she kind of like wanted to escape this kind of like the constraints of this toxic marriage and this toxic man. And I feel like she definitely, in my mind anyway, she definitely cheated on Joe Gorga, which I think is crazy because they always are portraying themselves to be so perfect and so together and kind of like making Teresa and her family look bad and crazy and like the irrational ones, when we can see that Joe Gorga is very, very reactive and he's got a fiery temper. He's super quick to anger, and his veins pop out of his skull like all the time whenever anyone says anything. He's got a hairline trigger basically. So this guy that Melissa Gorga allegedly cheated with is apparently one of Joe Gorga's like acquaintances or friends, and he's like significantly younger than Joe Gorga, say about 10-15 years maybe. And it was reported that somebody was in the vicinity of Melissa Gorga, and this person, I think it's a male, and he opened the door and he saw Melissa Gorga and this other guy in the car together making out. So then he kind of like closed the door, and this guy kind of relayed this information to Margaret Josephs. And Margaret Josephs, obviously, this is the thing that she does. She collects information on people. It's been mentioned on the show before, and I believe that she does do this. It's just my opinion that I think she does do this. And she kind of kept it in the back of her pocket, and she must have she's a gossip and she gossips a lot. You can tell she's just that kind of person, I believe anyway. And she must have told her then best friend of 40 years, and her best friend of 40 years, they had a falling out, and she actually went on to a well-known YouTuber, Andy, the real Andy of Beverly Hills. You guys should check out his channel. He always has great tea. He always spills the best tea. And he interviewed her, and she actually revealed quite a lot. So if you go back in Andy's videos and go to the interviews that he's done, he actually has an interview with this woman. Marge is ex-best friend of 40 years, and she basically describes what Marge said about her and other cast members and a whole lot of other stuff. And she also was on David Yontiv's podcast, and she spilled a lot of tea on there too. With, I believe, David Yontiv and Kim D were interviewing her on there. So I do believe this to be true, because I don't think that this is something that someone could just fabricate that much information. But each to their own. Everyone has their own opinion on this situation. But in my opinion, in my humble opinion, I think that Melissa Gorga did stray from the marriage, and this did happen. And we are now finding out in what happened last summer on TV, on Bravo, on Real Housewives of New Jersey right now. It's going down right now, and everyone's finding out what's going on in this marriage. So I don't think that Joe Gorga is happy, and I don't think that he thinks that this is an untruth. I believe that he thinks that there's a high possibility that this could be true, because he is a very jealous guy, and I don't think it's sitting well with him. But obviously Melissa and Joe are putting up a united front in front of the cameras, in front of everything Bravo, and in front of the media in general and social media, because A, for their kids' sake, and B, because they do not want to kind of admit, well, Joe Gorga doesn't want to admit that he has suspicions, because that'll make him look bad and her look bad, and so on and so forth. So this is what they're doing to cover everything up. This is just my opinion, keep in mind, but I want to know if you guys feel the same. If you do, let me know in the comments below. Also, I want to know if you guys think that Melissa Gorga, this is the first time she cheated, or she's done it multiple times, because I don't think this is the first time either of them has cheated in this marriage. I've just got this feeling in my gut that they've been kind of cheating sporadically throughout the entire marriage. So if you guys have any tea you'd like me to spill, especially on the Real Housewives of New Jersey, and especially on Joe and Melissa Gorga, if you guys have any tea about any cheating situations between these two, please let me know. You can DM me on Twitter or Instagram or on TikTok and let me know, and I'll spill that tea for you guys happily. I'll happily do that for you guys. Just remember, everything that I said in this video is alleged, and everything that I heard is alleged, and everything is my own opinion. If you like this video, please subscribe, like, share, comment, and I will be back with more information on this particular subject of Melissa Gorga and Joe Gorga very soon, and with tea about all things Bravo and other social commentary about what's going on in pop culture right now.